the best part of mule deer hunting is just spotting animals.
Oh,
Like
it's great.
so fun because it's not
so
like
relaxed.
where it's elk. Like you're gonna see like, okay, there's 60 of them and they're either there or they're not.
And there's all these
And
big mountains to climb. And it's just horrible.
but mule deer, like you never know. Like all of a sudden, boom, there's a mule. Like
Bullshit.
just you look on a
Yeah.
hillside and there wasn't a deer there. There probably was. We just didn't see it.
Yeah.
And then boom, all of a sudden, like, oh, there's a buck. Don't move. You know.
Yeah.
It's
So we were
just-
600 yards away.
We almost took a shot.
We almost took a
We
shot.
almost took a long bomb at him.
And
I was
Brian
down.
I was down too. I was
Yeah.
like, let's get prone. Let's go.
Brian was prone, laying in the cactus.
That was when we caught up to that mule deer. Yeah, not before we like bomb off the back of this cliff, and there's
Got
like this
cliffed
nasty
out.
moose brush in this creek, and I'm like, I can just go through. Like I think I'm a bear sometimes in the woods. And Jay decides like he's gonna take 9 steps up creek, and he's like, oh, there's a little like
Log
rock
bridge.
crossing, log bridge thing, and I get
Patience.
stuck and I trip and I fall in the
Wisdom.
river, climb out, and they're like laughing at me, and I'm like, shit, all right, well, keep going. We did end up catching up with that mule deer though, but like we ended up getting really close, didn't we?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
160
100 and something
That was
yards.
a nice, easy shot.
And I got too excited. You laid out prone, and
Well,
I threw my
he
pack.
was right behind that tree too, remember?
Yes,
And then he stepped out, and I just didn't even wait. I
you
just
didn't, but
drilled
not
him.
until I'd laid in
And
the
then
middle
you-
of a cactus patch.
Yeah, and then you let one off.
Yeah, I had a
too.
tag, so I was like, I'm just gonna back him up. Like we can't lose this deer.
Let one
The
off.
backup was actually pretty funny because I thought Tristan had a semi because he shot so fast, like bang, bang, but it was a bolt. So I'm like,
Okay.
and it couldn't
How
have
did
been
he
him.
do it that fast?
So
Yeah.
literally, Tristan shot, and I think Brian shot.
I
like,
completely whiffed.
Robin Hood and Little John are walking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other one has to say.
Good.
Hey, welcome to the Ruck List podcast. We this will be an easy one today. I got Jay and Tristan Anthony. Jay's the godfather to my hunting life and anything outdoors. He's that guy that dude, 2011, I think I said, hey, I want to go out and I'm going to go elk hunting. And we touched on that when you were on the first podcast, but
Yep.
I thought it'd be really fun to have Tristan in. He grew up around us, got to be on a couple of his first hunts. I didn't get to see his first kill because you guys went and shot some sort of goat or something,
Yeah, that was out in Western Colorado.
like sort of a sacrificial lamb
Yeah. Yeah.
to kind of
Just to see
just
if
to
he,
ease into it.
yeah,
Right.
no
Just
pressure.
a little ram. What
lots
was
of
it?
It was
animals.
a ram, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool, dude. It was sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool. It's up on the wall.
Muzzleloader too.
Okay.
It was awesome.
No, it was a rifle.
It was a ram?
Yeah. It was a rifle.
It probably felt like a muzzle loader because it was so long
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have dropped a few F-bombs in front of the guy. And he was so excited.
Oh, but we got these boys in the studio, and I'm super excited because it's just family for us, so it's easy. You got me, Brian Trainer, and Tyrel Bubba Trainer.
What's up, everyone?
I'm making that
Thank you,
Bubba
guys.
stick, dude.
Dude, I love it.
Yeah.
It's the name. It is, but I call Bubba. I'm saying calling everyone Bubba now, though.
Yeah.
What's up, Bubba?
Well, it's like
I'm
when
like,
it's like dude,
yeah,
sorta.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's kind of like, dude.
especially with the
Yeah.
boy, but it's like the son. I think he could be Bubba.
I call my son Logan Bubba.
Yeah.
Hey, Bubba, get over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Little redneck kind of term of endearment.
Little redneck, right?
Mm-hmm. So we have no agenda. You boys came in like, what are we talking about? I said nothing. We just
Just chilling.
you get that microphone in front of you and you talk. But I think that the obvious conversation that is fun, Tristan, and it really shines a light on you, kind of puts you at the center of it. But just my perspective of you is getting to watch your sort of hunting journey go from maybe you do, maybe you don't. You know, as a really young boy, you weren't really aggressive. You were very kind of a gentle kid.
Mhm.
I remember when we were mountain biking one time and we sort of had to really push you to keep going. It was me and you and your dad and a couple other, it was kind of like a dad's and son's daughter's mountain biking trip. And you were like, just not having it. There were some tears. You were just like a very gentle kid. And then and not that you can still be gentle and enjoy hunting, but kind of a switch flip for you at some point. And we drug you out on some kind of nasty hunts. I know that one point
Yeah, dude.
we took you up to about 11,000, 12,000 feet, 2 feet of snow. And we were hiking up that mountain to go stand on a little spot. What's crazy is there's a spot we stand and we kind of go, you'll see elk here. pretty much every day. You'll at least see a couple cows,
Unless Tristan's with us.
unless Tristan's with
Yeah.
us, and then they're just not there at all.
Yeah.
But we're getting up there, and it's a steep kind of almost put your hands on the ground kind of steep, climb. And I was like, I hope we don't ruin this kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you probably don't remember the perspective of being there very much. But I think that's an interesting journey, just as a father, but as a, being kind of secondary mentor to kind of your hunting life and some of that. And so just kind of fun touching on that journey of like, as you got into it and where you're at now, kind of fully addicted to everything that we love, which is like the weight room, being outdoors, the hunting, fishing thing. Um, but yeah, do you remember kind of that first, I don't want to say real hunt, because the first like mule deer hunt we took him on, we almost froze him to death there too.
Yeah, he's been snake bit with weather like nobody I've ever
Yeah,
met.
dude, it seems like
That first
it's,
one, that mule deer hunt was like it took a while. That spike buck I got.
oh no, the one before that, you weren't even
Oh,
hunting. You might not remember this because we had you under like 14 sleeping bags and an elk hide
Oh, yeah,
in
yeah,
our
yeah,
tent.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
had
I know.
we had a Mr. Buddy, and
Yeah.
Jay's like, if he gets a cold or gets sick, his mom's gonna kill me. And
Yeah, I mean, we're
in
on
the
a
wall.
tent. It's
We're in the wall tent.
most men would be crying. It was so cold.
Yeah, there were icicles coming off. It was one of those like colds where like the inside of the tent iced up just from us all breathing in there. And
Yeah.
those Mr. Buddies, I think, tend to do that, right? They kind of put humidity in the air.
Yeah,
And
they don't vent
it iced us
outside.
up really bad. But it feels like a lot of these hunts we've taken you on, like it's really been rough, dude.
Yeah.
yeah, they've been brutal. Like
Yeah.
we've had to earn everything pretty much. So.
Yeah, for sure. Like
Yeah.
you definitely kind of had to earn it. And it's what's funny actually, now that I'm kind of going through my head and we're talking, I'm like, been on a lot of hunts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my mind initially I was like, yeah, there's this elk and that, and it's like, oh wait a minute, there's like 3 mule deer, 4 mule deer hunts.
Mm-hmm.
We've shot some whitetail together.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What's kind of your first memory, T, of kind of like watching your dad go out and wanting to go with him?
I would say seeing you guys all go like together, and it just like hearing the stories and stuff. Like just was like, okay, that's gonna be cool when I get older.
Yeah.
Creating a squad and just going up.
Uh-huh.
And just the camaraderie of it.
Yeah.
Like not, it's not all about just getting the animals, just like being with the boys. And
Yeah.
so that just,
Yeah.
I grew into that and just enjoying it. So,
Right.
that's
Right.
what, yeah.
Jay, when do you think like was like kind of his first, like
I
that
think-
first time when you saw him really go like, Dad, are you taking me with you? Like, you know what I mean? Because like, I think
Yeah.
when they're younger, they kind of go, that's your thing and this is my thing, and Dad goes alone or with the guys.
Honestly, I think the first one where I knew he was fired up to go was probably the year T came up. You came up, slept in your truck for an hour,
Yeah.
and then packed in the snow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And we didn't, he had an elk tag and we didn't get anything. But I think that year was when I knew.
Sorry, I'm gonna have a sneeze coming, dude.
Oh, dude,
I don't know what to do.
Let it rip, dude.
Yeah, let it-
Look at something bright.
I tried
That's
looking at
always
light
what
and it
works
like
for me.
died. It went into my soul.
You yank your nose hair.
I know, dude. I am that age where like I got these nose hairs running rogue on
Oh
me.
yeah, I
But,
took
but yeah, that unit,
That
yeah,
was a unit
Yeah,
7
yeah.
tag.
unit
We went up.
7. We went up the 6 side.
Yeah,
I'm trying to talk about spot. I wasn't gonna
I-
say it. You said it, not me.
I said that spot.
You said unit 7
I
tag.
did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, these
Well,
are unit.
But I can tell you what, this story is not going to encourage anybody to want
No,
to draw a unit
hell
7
no.
tag
You'd be an
because
idiot.
we saw shit for elk.
Yeah, we saw nothing.
We actually saw 0 elk, and we would have known because there was 2 feet of snow on the ground by the
Yes.
time we
Yes.
got there.
So, and I think that was the first year that I knew, and you guys had your shirts off and were flexing in the sun the next day.
Yeah, baby.
You and Tristan. So I think that year was the first one where
Yeah.
I was like, okay, he's grown. And that was after
Well, and he wasn't just along for the ride on that trip, right? Like he
No.
had his own gear, his own
he
pack,
carried it all that year.
carried all his own stuff.
And I think that's the result of wrestling. I go back
Yes.
and the switch in him happened his sophomore year in high school, and he was like the fire was lit for
Right.
everything.
Right.
And between his freshman year and sophomore year, the gym became his life.
Yes.
And still is to this day. If you were to ask him what's more important to him, hunting or the gym, he would say the gym. I guarantee it.
Yeah, it's just I love it. It's a daily thing for me.
Oh
A
yeah.
little escape too, just to like silence everything. Hitting the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long are you spending your time in there?
The gym?
Yeah.
Probably 2 hours a day.
Oh baby.
Yeah.
I'm lucky if I get 20 minutes before something starts to feel like it might get either an itis of some kind
Yeah.
or snap.
I have a lot of itises.
Exactly. Lots of itises. I miss those kind of 2-hour,
Yeah.
Oh, just
those
taking your
2-hour
time
gym
and just
days.
getting after it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cardio sessions after and just like everything. It's awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's and I agree, Jay. Like I think it was like watching T. Not to speak about you like you're not here, but I think once that wrestling thing clicked, I mean, I can tell you, like in our companies, like if somebody has like I was a high school wrestler or college wrestler on their resume, like
Sign them up.
hire them, dude, because they've been through it. Like
They're built different.
there's no more difficult sport than wrestling. I don't think.
Yeah,
No.
it's definitely. It's just a grind. Every day's a grind.
Yep.
Like just the weight cutting and just the everything.
Yeah.
There's not.
It's a different mentality.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, defensive side of football, right? Different mentality.
Mhm.
Right.
These guys are a little different. And then it's like your wrestlers are
Yeah.
off that cliff.
Yeah, they're out there. They're out
And
there.
then those guys that are going to another collegiate level. I don't know if you were with us when we were bachelor partying at
No, in Iowa. I wasn't there.
And we ended up on a boat with a couple, few Iowa State guys. Got a couple national championships, and they were. It's just crazy. They're just different people.
Yeah, they really are.
You know, at 18, 19 years old.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
I actually kind of wouldn't want to hang out with them.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun.
But they're wild, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Just
one guy
wild.
did not live up after we hung out that day, so we don't know if we tainted.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was
Like if you ruined him and like
Yeah,
you
like
ruined his
they
entire
were like
college
spring
career.
training of wrestling. I don't know what they call that, but it was
Oh, really?
yeah. Odds-on favorite for national championship,
Oh.
and then
Didn't show at all.
well,
A weekend in Okeechobee killed
Oh,
them.
yeah, that they taking the old
Yeah.
Okoboji back.
Yeah, Bangkok
but
has it.
it's good. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I came up that morning, because I was just there the one day with you guys, bummed up. It was, popping
was
in the tent
cold.
5 a.m. or whatever, and it was like you're a part of it.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah, so much
It
a
was
part of
like-
it. He like ate an entire dessert without sharing any of us.
Oh, dude.
Not saying. I mean,
That has to come up.
Yeah, we need to talk about this story.
I think what it was didn't we make dessert, left it there to heat, and then me and you went to the creek
To
or
break ice.
the seep to break ice and
Because
get some water.
It took us like an hour to break ice to get water the first time.
Because we couldn't
So-
find it. We knew there was a seep up there.
Yeah, it was
we
buried.
hunted there 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
It was buried. So we're digging the snow with our gloves,
yeah.
trying to find
Getting
our water.
wet.
Getting
And
wet.
I mean, when I say it's cold, like, I mean, if you threw water in the air, it would freeze. It was that
Oh, yeah.
cold. And we're in a teepee tent.
Well, that was by the time we got done that morning hiking to where we are going to glass that kind of our glass rock up there.
Yeah.
My Nalgene was frozen solid,
Oh,
not
yeah.
just like a little crisp at the top.
Yep.
Done solid.
Yeah, I remember us trying to thaw out our Nalgene's, which was not the smartest thing.
No.
Near a fire.
Melted a lot of shit.
Melted
on
a
that
lot
trip.
of shit that trip.
Yeah. The
So
mice too.
Oh, dude, the mice.
Dude.
Jay murdered a couple of mice with his fist
yeah, I still
Yeah.
have a scar. I mean, one of them had a
from one of
sharp-
their teeth
Yeah.
or something, like just
Red
like
light. Turn that red light on in the middle of the night
and
and
just smashing them.
smash them.
Well, because we had the llamas and we had a couple bags of grain
Not one of our brighter moves.
in the tent, but it would, dude. I mean,
I thought
that was the only food they were gonna have up there for a couple of days at that point, right? We had to,
had to keep it dry.
we had to keep it out of the snow, just to us, like where it wasn't out there with them. And I mean, those llamas, I mean, they're resourceful. They were eating pine trees and they'll dig, they'll find some grass.
yeah.
But that's not something you think about either. I mean, I remember leaving the trailhead, it didn't even cross my mind. A couple things like, do we have a shovel to dig out a spot for our tent?
No,
Because we're hiking in and
I have
it's
one
snowing.
now.
Yeah.
I
Just a
bought one.
little, just a little pack
collapsible,
shovel.
like one you can put on your backpack.
Yeah, there's your ruckless tip for the podcast.
Yeah,
It's
no,
like,
if you're gonna hunt in snow country, make sure you have like an avalanche
Yeah.
shovel because you'll need it.
Yep. It's and we've been in that situation one too many times now,
Uh-huh.
right? T with gear, man, like because you're so new and fresh to it, like
Yeah.
like what's your gear journey been? And then we'll circle back to that hunt. But
Gear journey. So like what I carry right now.
yeah, what are you rocking now? Because
So
I
I-
mean, you've been kind of early on. You're rocking dad's leftovers.
Yeah. So
You know
now
what I mean?
I'm kind of I got that EMT first responder discount
Uh-huh.
for Sitka.
Oh,
There we
danger zone.
go.
Are you
Danger zone.
switching teams?
I
I-
might be now. 40% off is nice.
Woo!
Like, I'm not gonna lie. That's
But
good.
you're like so fully kitted out
I
with
know, but that's
Kuyu
the
already.
thing. I have the attack pants. I have Kuyu everything really.
Yeah.
The backpack I love. Like,
Yeah.
The bag.
Their
Kuiu
bag's
bag
pretty
is
sweet,
just
yeah.
Great. So
But with
Yeah.
that 40% off Sitka,
yeah, dude, that's nice. And Shields price matches everything.
So
it's
you don't
like
have to
you
bother
show
with-
'em your GovX, and it's
There
like
you go.
you get the 40% off. So it's nice, dude.
T, you probably had that pretty soon then, huh?
GovX, yeah.
Yeah. So have you always gotten 40% off? You
Yes,
just didn't tell us?
Yeah.
Or you didn't
Never
know?
bought Sitka.
That's because I gave him all mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Tyrell's covered in all of Jay's. Jay is the only man to own a full set of every camel that's ever existed.
A full
Just
set.
about.
Yeah, because him
Army
and Fred Bear
surplus.
hunted together. They both wore flannel. And then with him and Fred Bear, they
I
broke
want those hand-me-downs.
they broke up.
Yeah, I would like those too.
Yeah.
And Jay went off and whittled his own bow and got right to it.
His wife's
Yeah.
vacuum hoses and stuff.
Yeah.
Jay, did you ever hunt in a ghillie suit? Did you ever there was kind of an era where that was.
There was, and there's still a few guys.
I mean,
that,
I don't
that do it.
blame
for
them.
sale. I always
I mean,
think
it's a
like, who's
great
buying that off
idea.
the
It'd be
shelf?
fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how you draw a bow in a ghillie suit, but
That would be
You
tough.
figure it out.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be tough. But yeah, there was
You
a
look
while
that
there
cool.
in the
You figured
80s.
it out.
In the 80s, there was a big
was a
push
big deal.
for that.
Yeah.
So, but I never did it.
yeah.
Never did it. Started with Army surplus the first year I came out here,
Yeah.
and put it on as soon as I got home because I was so excited.
Oh, yeah.
They had like all the black dye like bled onto my skin, so and it didn't come off. So, I
So you
used,
just had like a
paint thinner to
sick
get it off.
tan, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I didn't only use that for a year or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Maybe it's that, like that kind of like that camo trauma that makes you just like so much, like so love getting the best of gear.
yeah, I mean, when I moved here in 2011, Josh and Tyler
Yeah.
had just opened the shop that summer.
Yep.
And I had put away enough money, and I'd been following Sitka.
Yeah.
They were a newer company, and I
And you
bought
only had one to choose from. Like
Yeah.
there was like the jacket,
yeah
the pair of pants.
mountain pants and mountain jacket, and they were an
Was it-
Optifade. That was it. And
Yeah.
I bought both of those, and I thought this is amazing. I mean, and
It
was
is amazing.
It is
was,
amazing.
yeah.
It was
It's probably
Great gear.
Tyrell's still probably wearing it.
Yeah. Well, I hope you are.
Yeah, I got
mean,
it.
It's gear, and that's the way
Absolutely.
they
Yeah.
advertised it.
Yeah.
It wasn't just clothing. So I was super happy. And then, converted you and Adam over because you guys
Full
rocked
on, bud.
mossy oak.
I
cotton
rocked
and
whatever
everything.
Walmart had on the discount rack.
Yeah.
My
it's-
first pair of pants was like a size 47 waist,
I know. I remember those.
and I had like this leather belt and my like
Mhm.
cheap work boots. You know what I mean? And that was it, man.
Yeah. Money was tighter then.
It was.
I mean, you didn't even pay up on your bet. That's still
I still owe you like
outstanding.
$100.
50
50
I mean, with
bucks.
interest.
Interest
then
is
it's
probably 100.
1,000.
I bet Jay he couldn't shoot an arrow over this lake. We were on the top. I mean, above tree line, so we're 12,000 something. And there's this high mountain lake, and the shenanigans that happen with like 7-8 days
Yeah. Sleep
by yourselves,
deprivation.
above where oxygen lives anymore. You know what I mean? Or trees. And I was like, I bet you $50 you can't shoot over this lake. And dude, that freaking arrow, it's in a tree somewhere on the other side of that lake.
Or hopefully it didn't kill.
Hopefully
a
to
hiker.
kill a hiker. Yeah.
It sailed, huh?
The thought after
It's a trip to see how
after-
far an arrow can go, especially off top of a mountain.
Man, it goes.
Yeah, it really just
goes.
keeps going. There's no air up there. It doesn't have any resistance. It's just like shooting something off like the moon. You know what I mean? Like it didn't even drop. It just kind of like hung and just stayed.
Elon could have learned a thing or two about the
Yeah.
rocket and
Yeah.
propulsion and everything.
Yeah,
So-
launch off at 12,000 feet to start with. That saves
Yeah.
some fuel for
No
sure.
doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when I started, it was all the first time I went to Oklahoma with you guys.
Yeah.
Just took all issued gear from the military, and it was
Mhm.
awesome. I had a full duffel bag, and I was so cold.
Yeah.
It's like layer on layer of just crap.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and that's what's funny too is like, I've been in our mountains and I've been cold, but for some reason you go to like a west, like a little bit further east, and you go on sit in a tree stand for whitetail hunting.
It's that humidity, dude. It kills
Dude,
you.
I can't imagine like back like upstate New York. I'm sure you would just,
Oh, dude, it was brutal.
and there's times you'll be sitting in a tree stand and you think to yourself, I have another, I have another coat at home. I should have brought that. Like
Mhm.
you just go through every layer you own in your
Yeah.
mind going, why didn't I bring it all?
Yeah.
Which is I overpack like crazy on whitetail hunts.
Yeah,
like, I'll
when you
skimp
can,
a little bit
especially
out
too, if you're
here.
driving, there's not that
Take
issue
your
of
extra, just throw tote after tote
Tote,
after
yeah,
tote in the truck.
everything. When we go to Nebraska, it's the same thing.
Yeah, your camper or your little
Cargo trailer.
cargo trailer conversion. Yep.
Yeah, it's just down from front to back.
Yeah.
You're coming
'Cause-
off the tree stand like
well,
little bro from Christmas Story.
Yeah, exactly.
No wonder people fall.
You could
off
just
these
fall.
I've been there, dude. I've been there.
You can't reach the rungs because your arms won't go all the way forward to climb out.
It's a hard game.
Oh, dude. but it's just, yeah, and you're not moving either. Like when you sit for 8-9 hours and you're just not moving,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, T got his first experience of archery whitetail hunting this past fall.
Yeah,
And
we had
luckily it wasn't I mean, not that I have to worry about him anymore, but and he has all the gear. Like one thing I knew when I first
Downy
started
pants.
taking him, I was like, he's not going to get cold. He's not going to get wet.
Yeah.
He's going to have the best that there is. You know, if I have to sacrifice, fine.
Yep.
But I'm not going to have to worry about that aspect of it.
Yep.
So I've always put the money. If I have it, he's going to have it, because I know if we're together, he's going to have a miserable time if he's cold or wet. And then it's just
and the stakes are so much higher. I'm doing that because we're going on the bear hunt and I'm taking Logan with me. And it's like, you know, yes, like the reason we even made Ruckless was for this exact thing.
Yeah.
Just because I hate forgetting stuff for myself, but I can suffer through it. And I'm not going to say screw this hunting thing.
Right.
And I think the fear as a dad is like, if he gets too cold or too hot, right?
Yeah.
We don't know what's this time of year in Montana. We might get snowed on, or it might be 85 degrees.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm super concerned that like his comfort is first and foremost in my mind. You know what I mean? That the food is good. You know what I mean? If it's me, I'm like, whatever, dude, throw a bunch of salami
through it.
and a couple chunks of bread and I'll be fine. Right. Yeah.
But the question is, will you remember it?
Dude, me? No, that's why we have
Will you
this
remember to bring the camo?
Yeah. What he's talking about is Jay gave me the coolest like little guy from Tristan, Sitka, like top and bottom, just like an outer, like again, it was kind of like
it was like a mini version of what you
the
had.
Jetstream jacket and the mountain pant. And we took the boys up on a little mule deer hunt. Tristan had a tag.
Yep.
And I freaking forgot the camo. So it was like the only time, and you know, a kid is growing so fast.
Yeah, Tristan wore it for like a year.
You get 1 year in that stuff. You have one opportunity. Although Courtney wore that stuff for a year on that, when we took Courtney and Tristan on that elk hunt. So she got to wear it one time.
That's cool.
And then, I forgot it. So Logan, I didn't just forget it. I put him in like this fleece thing that seemed to attract every burr, every sticker, every pine cone that was in the woods.
He sounded like the Tin Man.
Dude, you could hear him coming from a mile away.
Tripping around the tent.
And he was tripping over the tent stakes. He'd go out at night, like, I got to pee. And then you hear like, bonk. You know, you can hear that rope string in the tent. And you're just like, oh. And you hear it again like 3 times and one trip to go pee.
And then I think we were laughing. So he was like,
I'll get these guys
they laugh,
going.
so I'm going to keep doing it.
Dude, that was another shit night. That was cold as hell. And the wind.
Yeah, dude.
I was worried about the boys. It was like we were throwing hand warmers at them, like, boys, stay warm. And
then we had that storm come in the next day after he killed his deer. And we're like, we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
We did.
We gotta
you and I
pack
did
up.
like the worst.
Just chuck that tent.
I mean,
right
gut
in the back
job.
of the truck.
Oh, and job to ruin the meat, like what we did.
Oh,
it was
shush,
so
shush.
bad. It was bad.
Dude.
Yeah.
Speaking of ruined meat, I just had a deep freeze go out of me.
Oh, that happened to me this summer.
Heartbreaker, dude. I'm so pissed. You know how it is. Like there was like bear moose, a couple deer. Well, not all of it. I mean, I'd eaten through a bunch. I mean, luckily was getting down.
Yeah, same.
But probably like 10 inches across the entire bottom of the deep freeze. And I went to like thaw some ground for breakfast. And as you reach in and you kind of, that smells a little funny, you know? And what had happened is it didn't completely turn off. It just like got to where it was like keeping everything like 50 degrees.
Oh.
And so it was toast, man. But
that's
God, what a gut.
Oh,
like
I was devastated.
that would be some, like I started looking like there's not thousands, there's 20 good options for like alarms.
Oh, really?
For your freezer. It's easy as shit.
I didn't know that.
I know, dude. And so like that's a must now for me is like
Let me know what you do.
Yeah, it is. It just you put like a little thermostat that goes inside and it sits up on top with a magnet, and it'll just you set a high-low alarm on it, which is just high.
I didn't know that they even made those.
Yeah, dude, and that would be great just to hear like what's that beeping, you know, and then okay, I at least got a couple hours to get transferred to a new deep freeze or something.
Yeah.
Or figure out maybe the kid left the door open. Who knows, right? But so anyway, not to distract from what we're talking about, but what a bummer to lose.
Yeah, that is.
You know, not just the money and processing and the time, but just like you just feel horrible.
Yeah,
right?
I mean that's
it's
why we're
different.
out there.
It's not store-bought meat. You know, that's like my gold, right?
It is.
And I just done a sick swap of some wiper for some elk and deer, and so I had a bunch of delicious fish in there too, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the new wiper?
Yes, and I just figured out how to cook it. You know what I mean? Like breading it and all that, and like,
that was nice.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
I've never had any of that. Thank you.
Well, dude, I had one package for breakfast. I had Wiper for breakfast one day. We talked about the last podcast
about it.
I know. Now it's all gone. So Michael Smith, if you're listening,
Hope you
I got
enjoy
some
it.
really weird meat for you if you want to trade. I got some old nasty sausage. Yeah, dude. So I mean, so gear wise, we talked about that, but you're fully Kuiu, but maybe switching.
Oh yeah, I'm fully Kuiu'd out. I love the Kuiu.
Yeah,
It's
I
just,
mean,
so
40% off's good, but shit you already own's even better, right?
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
the 40% off, it's gonna be hard. You know, you see a jacket at Shield,
It's gonna be hard. Maybe you're just your casual, maybe your daily wear, like
well, that's
your
what I'm saying.
yeah.
Sitka's daily is nice.
Their stuff is sweet, dude.
I'm gonna start getting
those
workout clothes and just
Look at
like,
these shorts right here.
yeah, these right here are Sitkas, baby.
Yeah, look at that.
I can't let the people on TV
Yeah,
saying there's too much
too
much quad. They're normal. I just my
Jeez,
my legs have been
Yeah.
skipping.
Big boy.
I don't
legs out
skip
there.
leg
You
day,
stretching
dog.
those legs. You
skip
got
legs, dude.
Yeah.
legs. Your legs have been noticed.
Yeah, exactly.
They have been
That's why
noticed.
this table sits like it does, because we
Yes.
can't be having that on. It would be illicit. You know what I mean? It's already illicit because I
Yes.
drop a couple of F-bombs here and there. So,
Mhm.
Not safe.
but yeah, man, we'd be dancing on, like, you know, we might make some money, put these legs out there.
My cousin thinks so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she made a comment.
Oh, hello. That's what's up.
She's probably
Was she watching this
She's
podcast?
in
or what?
Tampa.
Oh, Tampa. I bet I'd play well in Tampa.
Yeah,
I
don't
got
know
just
about
enough.
that.
you don't play
I
well
don't think the elbow
anywhere.
room is for you, dude.
Yeah.
This is so not the
Dude.
normal Ruckless podcast. That is for damn sure.
I don't even know what I mean by that.
I don't know
But
what you mean by that either.
I'm feeling super confident about it. I don't know. You guys got me feeling pretty positive about myself.
She definitely thought your legs were positive.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Nicole.
Shout out.
I'm sure she's listening. I'm sure
will.
she is.
Yes, she will be.
Oh, God.
You're the highlight.
You are.
I'm the highlight.
That could be your new name, like
Highlight.
Bubba and the highlight.
Oh my goodness, dude. I'm blushing now. It's also 150 degrees in the
No,
studio
it's good.
today.
I think it's just you blushing.
I'm gonna get a drink of iced coffee. We're gonna calm it down, and we're gonna start talking about some
serious
some
things?
serious stuff,
Okay,
guys.
I like how you
Mhm.
changed the topic.
Hey, Nicole. Is that her name?
Yeah.
That was worse.
Did I make it worse?
I don't know. That's
Oh,
good.
That's
good
funny.
for camera.
I dig that though, Tristan. Like you definitely like have been on like that year journey. You've kind of seen Ruckless from the beginning and where we're at. But I think that, yeah, man, it's critical. Like I know for you, like that's a huge piece of where that lands when you're taking a young man. We're taking, you know, this kid we're trying to get to come out and do this again with us. Comfort, honestly, comfort, good food, bring a couple desserts.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Extra desserts.
Really extra desserts because we didn't finish that. But while we were out getting ice or
Yes. Let's
breaking ice to get water,
come full 360 back.
No.
we had pre-made a dessert. What was it, Tristan? Because I don't remember. I didn't have any freaking
Mountain berry cobbler.
mountain berry cobbler. Jay won't ever forgive you. And we come back and it's literally gone.
There might
I
have,
don't know if it was gone.
There was two
It
bites, one for me, one for
and it was,
There was-
the watery leftover.
the water
berry.
leftover, the
Dude, you left-
crusty chunky in the corner.
All of the cobbler part was gone.
Yeah, it was not any cobbler at all. It was just mountain berry sauce.
Never gonna go away.
No, it's never
Never.
going away, dude. Yeah, and but you're like, I couldn't stop, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude, it was getting cold. Like
He was literally like
it
a
was something.
He was looking out for you.
It was-
something happened. Dude.
I can understand like people who are addicted to drugs because he was just like I couldn't
I
stop.
don't know what happened. I couldn't
couldn't
stop.
stop.
One bite, and
I
it was
couldn't
like,
stop.
It was like, dang, dude.
Yeah, and then what? 18 more bites, and
18
you were
more bites mixed with a little bit of stroke too. Alternating bites.
You went stroking. Oh my
You're trying to
God.
calm yourself.
Jeez.
Like, man, this is taking a long time. 30
Yes.
seconds.
Dude.
One more bite. One more bite.
I love it so much. Like we were getting meals at Sierra, me and Logan were, and it's so fun when he has like, now he knows, like he's like, I want some chicken Alfredo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some strogue,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah.
And so it's like, you want some B's and G's? Yeah. We gotta have some B's and G's.
Oh
too.
yeah.
So, and Andrea said, he's like, that's like, because he didn't tell me he's excited. He told her, he's like, I'm looking forward to that food, you know?
That's good.
Which like, you want to like never hunt with me again, say you don't like be in camp and be like, this stroganoff's gross, or just dog on some B's and G's, and you're never coming back again. You're out.
Right.
Out.
Yeah.
You don't get to come back.
No.
You're not mountain worthy.
No, you're not mountain worthy.
No.
Those are the best.
Oh, dude. Or just like taking like a B's and G's like for like a post morning mountainside,
like we did on his deer
like we
hunt.
did on your mule deer hunt.
Just like half hunt, like kind of
just a mid hunt B's and G's.
Mhm.
But then boom, spotted your mule deer you shot this couple years ago. Right after it.
Mid.
Our tummies were nice and full.
Yeah.
During B's and G's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right,
I think
it
was just like there was a knob. I was like, I'm just gonna go peek over this edge and see.
You blows a spike.
You
said
saw
it was
a small
spike,
buck,
and then mine walked up.
That's what it was, huh?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, there's a spike over here. So of course, like when you're the best part of me, I think the best part of mule deer hunting is just spotting animals.
Oh,
like
it's great.
so fun because it's not
so
like
relaxed.
where it's elk. Like you're gonna see like, okay, there's 60 of them and they're either there or they're not.
And there's all these big mountains to climb. And it's just horrible.
Oh, but mule deer, like you never know. Like all of a sudden, boom, there's a mule. Like just you look on a hillside and there wasn't a deer there. There probably was. We just didn't see it.
Yeah.
And then boom, all of a sudden, like, oh, there's a buck. Don't move.
Yeah.
It's
So we were
just-
600 yards away.
We almost took a shot.
We almost took a
We
shot.
almost took a long bomb at him.
And
I was down.
I was down too. I was
Yeah.
like, let's get prone. Let's go.
Brian was prone, laying in the cactus.
That was when we caught up to that mule deer. Yeah, not before we like bomb off the back of this cliff, and there's
Got
like this
cliffed
nasty
out.
moose brush in this creek, and I'm like, I can just go through. Like I think I'm a bear sometimes in the woods. And Jay decides like he's gonna take 9 steps up creek, and he's like, oh, there's a little like
Log
rock
bridge.
crossing log bridge thing, and I get stuck and I trip and I fall in the river, climb out, and they're like laughing at me, and I'm like, shit, all right, well, keep going. We did end up catching up with that mule deer though, but like we ended up getting really close, didn't we?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
165.
100 and something
It was
yards.
a nice, easy shot.
And I got too excited. You laid out prone, and
Well,
I threw my
he
pack.
was right behind that tree too. Remember?
Yes,
And then he stepped out, and I just didn't even wait.
you didn't, but not until I'd laid in
And
the
then
middle
you-
of a cactus patch.
Yeah, and then you let one off.
Yeah, I had a
too.
tag, so I was like, I'm just gonna back him up. Like we can't lose this deer.
Let one
The backup was actually pretty funny because I thought Tristan had a semi because he shot so fast, like bang, bang, but it was a bolt. So I'm like, and it couldn't
How
have
did
been
he
him.
do it that fast?
So
Yeah.
literally, Tristan shot, and I think Brian shot.
I
like,
completely whiffed.
Like it had to have been like immediately after his.
I was
Wow.
so ready. I was holding on. I was like, as soon as he pulls, I'm pulling.
Yeah, it
we're
was
not
so
losing this
funny.
deer.
No,
Yeah.
it was hilarious.
Which is probably, and there's nothing wrong ethically,
no, not at all.
but I think for like a young hunter to like let him have his moment, it's probably okay
It
to
was
like.
it was probably the cacti.
I
Press-
You got
Pressing
excited.
on a-
You were trigger itchy.
You
I
were
was
trigger.
so
wanted to
trigger
just
itchy.
Let one go.
did.
Yeah,
I really did. I didn't shoot
Yeah.
anything that year either.
no.
Yeah, you didn't.
Because we came out, you shot your
River buck.
river buck.
Oh,
It's not even a spike.
he's,
Was it? I mean, he was a spike,
he's
but
beautiful.
it was like
he's
had enough antler to
beautiful.
hold on to.
Yeah.
He had like a little, maybe a 1-inch fork on one side.
Yeah.
And then it was like the left side, he got his ass kicked when he was in velvet. So it was like a
A
mushroom.
little nub thing. Yeah.
He didn't deserve
But
it. He was
but no,
tasty.
man, I hiked that. We hiked that buck out.
That's right.
I was in my underwear.
Yes.
I had to throw those pants away.
Mhm.
I could not get all the cactus out.
And we went to the Mish and had lunch in your
That was-
underwear.
In
Yeah.
underwear.
Oh yeah, you had the What was it? Those were like the leggings. With
I had some leggings
But
on that
you were
I had
zipped
pulled
up,
down. They
dude.
were
You
zipped
pulled
up
them
too
up.
because it was hot that day.
It was
Hot
a sight,
afternoon.
let me tell
that
you.
was a nice
Some
fight. That was
Yeah.
a crazy fit.
For some leggings or
Yeah,
Yeah,
they-
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Just some zip ups, but I just pulled them up.
It was a sight.
It was awesome.
the mission's
is.
used to it.
Yeah.
The
they-
Mish,
Dude, they don't care.
yeah, they see that daily.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah.
Like, well, we can't see your ball hair today.
Oh, dude. Yeah. So no, that was a sick hunt. But your first hunt was when I took Logan with his wool sweater where he collected all the pine cones.
Mhm.
And that was one of my probably favorite hunts to watch. I would say, Tristan, most of your hunts are all of my favorites. Like we've had some really just cool memories. I mean, your bull this year was
Dude, that was
so fun.
sick.
Just the pursuit of like kind of a mile and a half of us like catching up and then not quite, and then we'd catch up to them, get eyes on them again. They'd be feeding a little bit, settle on the trees, don't have a shot, have to wait for them to stand up again. That sun moves and hits them. They got up and went on the hillside and you shot your bull. But I mean, it's like, as I look back, I'm like, yeah, these are some of my favorite hunt memories. I think just because it's so fun to be kind of just a step in the background. Like I'm not even like your dad's in your back pocket, calling yardage and things. But for me to get to be like one step further back and really like watching a football game or something, I get to really just from a distance kind of experience the whole thing playing out.
Oh, yeah.
It's an absolute blast. But yeah, your first mule deer hunt, me and Logan are sitting up and I got the spotting scope on, you guys probably had to crawl like 150 yards to kind of get to where you could, cross this hill and this deer's feeding on the other side.
Yep.
And just getting to watch Tristan and Jay, and like Jay just as a dad knowing like this is his first muley.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
Oh dude, I'm like,
yeah. And it was like a really, he's all scrunched in on the rifle and not like.
Oh yeah, well he was little, dude.
And we were laying on this bale of like old barbed wire, rusty barbed wire, and he's trying to get on it, and I'm like, it was stressful, and I'm trying to keep it cool because he's like, I can't get it in the scope, and I'm like.
Yes. And that's a real thing for all of us, right?
It's like hard.
That acquisition piece of like finding it, like you see it, you look through your scope and it's like, where did it go?
Yeah.
It's harder than people think it is if they haven't hunted before.
And fast forward till like this year with his bull or this past year.
Yeah.
I mean, he was when that herd busted out, he was on the ground with the bipod out.
Oh yeah.
Locked on and like.
And he pulls the trigger and you're like,
I was like, oh
shit.
I was locked in.
He was locked in. It was awesome.
I was not, this was my animal, dude. Like, I was like, yes, sir.
Yeah.
It's my time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. And you earned it. So.
Well, and I was freaking out because we were kind of across the drainage and up from you guys. Not far. I mean, it's not a big drainage where we were at, but there was another bull in the herd. And I hadn't seen the bull that you shot at all from where we had kind of trees. We couldn't see the whole herd. And I'm like sitting there going like, shoot again. Bro, shoot again.
Oh, right.
Because he's just standing there like, oh, what just happened?
Yeah.
And I'm freaking out. And then all of a sudden you guys start hooting and hollering. And I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
There's a different, I didn't see, you know what I mean? So we just.
And I didn't even see the bull you were looking at.
Yeah.
Because we were like,
well, that's the trippy part about being in those different elevations. You see through the trees different. The whole mountain looks different from the other side.
I mean, that was such a beautiful spot. I mean, just an absolute perfect day.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Over near Creed, Colorado.
Yes.
Creed,
New Mexico.
Yeah. Actually, I have that same tag he's got for a third season this year.
Oh, right.
Rifle. So,
nice.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Expectations that y'all are there with me.
Yeah, for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll be in the same spot this year? I mean, that's a month and a half
Same
later.
spot.
Not in the same spot, but you know what I'm talking about. Within that unit, do you think they'll push further?
I think they will be in that general area.
Yeah, because we're not hunting that high elevation like we normally do.
Because those animals are all still grouped up.
Yeah.
And then I've hunted that late season with friends of mine. And it's a cow tag.
Yeah.
And seen big herds of cows.
No bulls though.
I didn't see
little satellite stuff.
One. Yeah, that late one, they're kind of split.
They've kind of already bachelored up again by that late season, but that's like January, right?
It's late. Yeah.
Christmas
That's
time,
fun though. That's fun.
When's your third season?
I want to say November 12th. It's like the week and a half. It doesn't butt up this year against Thanksgiving like it normally does.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like November 20th or something like that is when it finishes off.
Interesting.
Like 13 to 20 or something in there.
All right.
So
yeah,
we're gonna go up. I think I'm getting rid of the side-by-side tee, so you won't be able to.
Out there, I was like,
she for sale,
we
baby.
Need to take that for one last rip,
one last go.
Like Jordan's last dance.
Oh, dude,
just a final, just to the floor.
No,
these kids only had one dance.
These two right here, there was only one dance.
That side-by-side, we traded a cargo trailer from work. This kid who traded for a side-by-side, and I pulled it up to camp this year.
Not registered.
No, nothing.
Trailer, no lights working.
We took it off the trailer.
And I was like, Tristan, you want to give this thing a rip? I've literally never driven it before. And Tristan's the first guy to get into it. And I'm not saying you broke the wheel off.
Well, we did it we did it that night too. The night before.
That's right. We did ride around the night before.
Yeah.
In the dark.
And it sounded like you were jumping quite.
Oh, we were
jumping it.
We were
jumping it.
You were hitting it hard.
Oh, we were jumping it.
We were definitely jumping it at night.
Yeah. That
was awesome.
So Tristan kills his bull. We get back to camp.
Celebrate.
A meat pole. We're celebrating. Sitting there just basking in the glory that is. And Brian's like, want to go for a ride? Just went
Flip that turtle box
there.
full blast.
Yeah.
The Deemer box to Shout out to Duncan for the Deemer box. Yeah.
Yep.
And
it performed well that day.
It got Tristan fired up.
Yes, it did. Joel
Joel
and I were in the back scared.
Just thinking, please don't die. Please don't die. Please don't die.
We're going to die. So, yeah, it didn't end well for the side-by-side.
Well, I mean, yeah. So we burped a tire.
Mm-hmm.
The left side. No, rear right got burped.
Yep.
You guys said we're 4.5 miles from camp. You guys are like, cool. We'll start walking. You just ease it back to the truck, get the truck, come back up here and get us.
Ease it.
And as I'm easing it, the back left wheel just falls off.
Just randomly falls off.
Which is easing it.
Which is actually kind of like, honestly, in hindsight, like kind of a huge blessing that we burped that tire, because I have to think that if we were flying like we would have been on that road and that tire comes off, we'd have been in deep shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because we were not,
we would have rolled that thing for sure.
It's kind of sketchy on some of those turns.
Oh, very sketchy. And so it's kind of cool, like kind of like a gift, right? That we burped the tire.
Yes.
It slowed me way down.
Yep.
And it was hilarious because it's like putts and putts and putts and it's like clunk.
Yeah, the rotor dug into the ground like 20 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I come around the corner as we're walking down and I got service and my phone vibrates and I look down and I couldn't see the side-by-side yet. And it's Brian. He says, well, what'd you say?
I don't remember.
You said the tire, not the flat tire, but the other tire has now fallen off the machine. So now I'm walking too.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And Brian's fresh off of like massive foot surgery, like hasn't been able to, so he's in all kinds of pain. So Joel runs ahead.
All of a sudden, I hear
Joel,
like pitter patter behind me, tick, 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 and I look back, kind of scared, like what in the hell's? And Joel's jogging on the trail, and he just like passed me, like I'll see you in a minute, and just like he ran probably 3 miles at that point.
Yeah,
back to the truck, got the truck and the trailer, came back,
and
then I mean the shit show of like jacking that thing up off the ground. Another truck came by,
zip tie in it.
We zip tied the trailer or the baling wire and zip ties. The wheel, I think we zip tied the like the mag of the wheel back to the old hub, like the crankshaft.
It took hours. Yeah.
And then we winched that shit up onto the.
Yeah, we just winched it on, just slowly, barely made it on, and
thank God it did, dude.
Bro, I just got that thing fixed like a month ago.
And you're getting rid of it.
Yeah, I just don't need it.
It had one dance.
I think we got another dance.
Yeah.
I think we need one more.
Dude,
I think there's
somebody mentioned me the other day, which would be sick. Like, I got one of those rooftop tents for my truck for this bear hunt. And he was like, dude, he's like, I've seen one of those where they took that roll cage and mounted like a tent and like your whole camp to the side-by-side.
That would be cool.
Which would be actually kind of a fun adventure.
You'd get way back into some places.
And then break a wheel off.
And
that's the problem with it, right?
It is. You go further, you
go deeper, you go further, and those things break, dude.
They break.
You have to be a mechanic. You got to know how to fix those things because they're just going to break. But man, what a trip!
It was fun.
It's a good story.
T, like, what's your perspective of all this, man? Like, as you sit here, you're in the studio. Like we talk about, we hear our own stuff all the time, right? It's like echo chamber here of us. But I mean, your perspective of guys in kind of your generation. What you see, like how many of your dudes have you seen? Like, are you seeing a crew develop, or has your guys been slow? Like your buddy's been slow to find it? Are you seeing young men kind of?
I've like started to kind of hang out with like, well, I'm good buddies with like JP, Colin.
Oh so yeah, I guess those guys are. They're quite a bit younger than us, aren't they, Jay?
They are.
Their kids having babies now, so yeah, they're probably closer to your age than they are me and Jay's age.
They're cool, like really cool guys, and then like. Guys like my age, I haven't really met like the type that are into like the hunting and the kind of like stuff, but I feel like it'll come, as I develop and
for sure.
I've been definitely hanging out with JP and Colin and all those guys are super. Joel,
Oh, careful with Joel because you can hang with Joel now.
He's been asking me to get a workout in, so I gotta get a workout in at the barn. Or
we'll see. You just had a baby, so I don't know how long that's
going to go. It's probably going to be a little bit. But
he'll have a satchel for the baby.
He will.
Yeah.
I'm sure the baby will do a Murph by the end of the month.
Probably already done it.
Yeah, he has.
She's like 2 months old, and she's probably doing pull-ups.
Yeah,
the baby. With the bottle in her mouth, her binky.
Yeah.
Doing binky pull-ups.
Yeah. She's like a week old now, so she's probably already got 2 or 3 Murphs.
Yep. She applied for her tags already.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She'll probably draw.
But I mean, do you see that? Are you seeing those younger men have interest in that? I mean,
I just haven't. I don't know. Like it's different
because a lot of your boys, like you're 2 years out of high school.
Yeah.
You're just turned 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 21st coming up. We're gonna have to do something fun for his 21st, dude.
We gotta go to Vegas or something, dude.
You always go to Vegas.
I know, but like 21.
We'll Dubai or something like that. Really get weird.
Let's do it. Let's go there. Dubai. That'd be crazy.
If it's still there.
If it's still there, if it doesn't get exploded.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God.
You got buddies Jim your age? Spending that time in the gym with you?
Gym? No, not really.
No?
I'm kind of just like a lone dog in the gym right now.
Yeah.
Just because no one really puts in the work like I do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's a hard piece of that, right?
You got like a Tuesday, Wednesday, kind of like side buddy, you know, like he'll hang 3 days a week.
And my schedule's crazy too, because I got that school Friday, Saturday, and then I'm working with JP with the moving company.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Monday through Thursday, I'm doing that. So, I'm kind of hitting the gym whenever I can, really. But I'm getting it in, like late nights or, early if I can. So, yeah.
Yep. That's that grind. And it's weird. No matter what kind of physical work you do, there's nothing that replaces the gym. Like, I mean, I've done the construction thing. I did the construction thing for a lot of years, and it doesn't work out the same. You think, well, I'm moving, I'm doing stuff all day long, but you end up hurting more than you do feeling like you got strong. It's just like things hurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you wound up like me.
And it's hard too, like the motivation, like to like you got a whole day of like construction work.
Yeah.
And then just
or you're
like,
moving people's stuff all day and then go to the gym after that.
Go to the gym, but it's like once you do it enough, like you just build up that like discipline.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at, where it's just like I gotta go. Like I don't have a choice,
Right.
So but
yeah, I don't disagree, man. I mean, I think that's like if you can make that gym life a habit. I can sound so much like a bro sometimes in here because I love it, but it's hard not to because I just see it's the effects, the positive effects on a life, that's like that consistency and what it leads you to. And if you do that in everything you do, I was doing that this morning. I did an EMOM because I just didn't have I had plenty. I hate when people say that. I didn't have the time. I had the time. But, I'm at an age where like if I do a 20, 25-minute EMOM, that's a good format for me, right? Like I always kind of multiply or whatever. And so if I do 25 minutes, I do 5 movements, 5 times or whatever. And it's just like hit them, say 10 or 15 reps per movement. And I'm through it. And I was like, man, like sometimes when you got like bullshit to get done in a day, I'm like, if I would EMOM my day in a way, right? Like if it's a hard phone call or something I don't want to do, it's like, all right, set the timer. And every minute you go through your to-do list, you're like, all right, I'm going to make that call. I'm going to make that call. And I kind of approached it that way today. I was like, I just made a list. I was like, cool. I'm going to sit on the desk. I didn't set a timer. I was like, I'm just going to like bang this out because like I find in the weight room, sometimes if I don't, I'll end up looking at Instagram. I'll be texting these guys my boys that I know, like they're up early, and next thing you know, you're sitting down bullshit and or you're looking on Facebook Marketplace for, a tent or something for like another, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Instagram Reels.
We be sending. We can't talk about that on here.
We definitely don't talk about
that's off.
Bro,
off the books.
You know what my favorite reel? Oh my God. Dude.
The one with the school bus.
Shush. He almost got high centered on that curve, didn't he? That poor little guy.
He was moving.
Yeah. Shush it, dude. My favorite thing that I'll sometimes see on Instagram is when there's a reel that is just funny.
Yep.
But it's edgy for whatever reason. Whatever reason. It's, I'm not even gonna say. But it'll have been shared 565,000 times.
Yep.
But there's only like 85 likes. You know what I mean? Like
everybody's afraid to like
nobody wants to like it.
It shows you if you like it. Like,
oh, for sure. You can see your other dudes that have liked it. So nobody's like willing to publicly go, that's funny. But it's been shared 500,000 times. You know what I mean?
And you know damn well at least half of those people thought it was awesome.
Oh, dude. Yes. And it got reshared and reshared. And those are my favorite. When I look at those two, I'm like, this is funny. Because I'll share it. And I'm like, ain't no way I'm clicking the heart on that thing. No, I can't publicly like this, but I'm going to send a couple select friends.
Yeah.
But it's funny, dude.
Friends.
Like how many, like some of your friends, like you guys, we all have sort of found our humor. And then other friends have like a different thing that you think that and I think it like, the algorithm starts to like catch on that like, It is so hard. This is like trying not to mention your spots.
Almost worse.
But the risk is higher.
Yes, the risk is way higher.
There's some bangers in there too.
Dude, we got a good thread.
Yeah.
There's always that one that's like, you get to the heaven, like you get to the gates. We all die on a hunt and we get to the gates, and then God's like, you're all good. Oh, one more thing. Just gonna look at your Instagram reels. I'm gonna look at your text, your thread. You're like, well, you almost had it.
Yeah. Now you're on the elevator to hell.
I don't think we'd actually be going to hell for ours.
Just maybe. Yeah, a couple.
I think it would be like, we'd have to do a couple years of hard time though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a little probational, like, hey, you're gonna mop the streets for a couple years.
Yeah.
Like you just, what'd you do? They look at you, like, and clean the gutters,
for sure.
Yeah.
We'd have to earn it.
Yep. Or maybe they just send you back as a midget, Tristan.
And then you have to.
They're like,
there's the reels. The reels. Now worse. Go. Because now those reels, 95% of them are midgets, dude.
That's messed up. There's little people.
Yeah, you sent them too, dude.
You set the standard.
Oh.
All right, now we're definitely going out. All right, back. Get serious.
Old man question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What? When did it start?
Like a serious old man question, not like what was it like before radio?
Yes, back in the 20s, I get that all the time.
I don't know exactly
How did you
where in the lineage you started hunting, but I guess it's like, what's changed it for the worst, and then what's like, I can't believe we did without. And I think there's some obvious things there. I don't know where you started in the lineage, but rangefinder, some people that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a rangefinder for.
Yeah, that's an obvious game changer.
Bro, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's something
Tyrel.
you're just so used to having.
I mean, I don't think I had a rangefinder until maybe a few years before I moved here. So 2008.
Okay. So all that time was just off of feel.
Yeah.
So there wasn't rangefinders for a rifle guy or anything.
No, I mean, they had them, but it was, I couldn't afford them.
Okay.
I mean, it was one of those, I just didn't have
But I mean,
money.
a normal guy probably couldn't afford it to rifle hunt either.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, back home, like in upstate New York, bless you, everybody's using shotguns. I mean, the shots are relatively close. So you're not, I mean, it's not really a huge thing for that.
Well, you guys don't even aim. I mean, you're just shooting stuff that's moving. And like, how many people die in upstate New York a year when you guys are doing those pushes and stuff?
Nobody dies.
The story stopped.
Anyway.
As far as like, I mean, when I started, I didn't, we joked around about, Fred Bear's clothes and stuff like that. But, literally like, Army surplus stuff, very cheap cotton clothing, that's how it started. And then it progressed, with technology and gear and stuff like that. And as you could, as I got older, I could afford a little bit more. But when I look back at what I did without and still did it, when I was in my 20s, when I first, came to Colorado, I think I was 23.
Okay.
Hadn't killed a whitetail deer yet. Really had no business being in the mountains. My best friend, he lives in Idaho, Jeff, he's the one that, he was my mentor. He's who got me into it. And he called me and said, "Hey, do you want to go to Colorado?" And I was like, sure. Like, $244 for a tag and, Walmart tent and shitty, like Walmart sleeping bag. I mean, I had.
Did you guys drive?
Yeah.
30.
So 5 of us, we drove. It was like 34 hours,
34
I think.
hours, yeah.
Oh,
And,
5 years.
Didn't you ride in the back of like a little Toyota?
Rode in the back.
What year? Sorry if you said it.
I can't remember what year it would have been.
92, 93?
92 or 93, something like that.
It's a baby.
Yeah. And, my buddy had a Dodge and Ram, and he borrowed got a used topper someplace, aluminum.
Yeah.
So I was the first to ride in the back, and we're going down the New York State Thruway, which is like I-70. And the rivets on the thing were coming off the frame. So it's like the most obnoxious noise. So I'm shoving like clothes and anything I could to get up in there. It was horrible. But it was awesome at the same time. So,
20s.
But yeah, when you compare what we have today and what we think we need, it's pretty pathetic compared to what I did back then. And didn't die. Wasn't comfortable for sure. Was cold, was wet. But I killed a bull that year and I was hooked.
Yeah.
I was absolutely hooked.
Were you guys calling? I mean, had you guys tried to figure out like
the
bugle and the cow call and some of that? I mean, because I mean, dude, back then, I mean, even when we first started, there wasn't a lot of like YouTube videos, instructional stuff.
No,
I mean, it was a lot of trial and error and figure stuff out. Yeah, right.
Like
or
DVDs.
Reading Cam Haynes' book, we kind of passed that. I forget what his first backcountry hunter or something like that.
Backcountry bow hunter.
Backcountry bow hunter, and like we passed that book around, like, and that was 2012, right?
Yeah.
Which feels like really recent, but I mean, he was just getting going, not in his hunting career. He'd been hunting a long time, but just kind of becoming what we see today.
For sure. But it's, I mean, it's just crazy to think, where I was and where I am today as far as the gear part goes.
Yeah.
What was the part about?
What do you think that? What do you cuss? What do you think took away from maybe the purity or?
I think for
like
me,
if you just wanted to be a hater.
Yeah, if it started back there, it started with QDM, quality deer management.
Okay.
I'm not saying that if you own your own property, you want to try to develop a herd and all that other stuff. Look at what Jeremy's done down in Oklahoma. It's been awesome. I mean,
or the best you could do is like if you saw like a little forky, you're like, that's kind of the best muley, the best whitetail we're gonna see.
Yeah. I think that aspect of it is good. I think it's changed what people hunt for. I think that, and it's all in us. And I think everybody goes through a kind of a stage of, I want to kill the biggest buck. I want to, and they're just hunting antlers. And for some people, that's awesome if that's what you want to do. But I think it really just changed the perspective of what people are out there for. And there's, when I hear anti-hunters and stuff like that, I mean, that doesn't bode well. Even though they can talk about they're the older animal and I just call BS on all that.
I shoot a mature bull.
Yeah. I shoot a big bull.
I'm a conservationist.
I mean, to me, it's BS. I mean, if I'm going to be true to myself, that's one thing that drives me crazy is when other people look down on river buck.
Yeah.
River buck was a story, a memory that it will live with me forever. And the laughs and the hugs and
that was hilarious.
I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah.
And it's 100%. Just this, little, tiny little freaking mule deer.
Yeah.
But it's one of my fondest memories having these two guys there. And it didn't have to be a huge deer. Do I get excited over big deer and big elk? Of 100%. Course I do. Yeah. But I'm not out there for that anymore.
Obviously, because we tend to shoot we're terrible. For archery especially, we've never passed a bull up really, but maybe one or two, but like.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever will though, dude. Up there.
No.
It's too hard.
When you're hunting a public land, Colorado, basically an over-the-counter type
shooting
unit.
The first eagle bull I get to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's just the way it is.
Yep.
And I probably would do the same thing with a rifle. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
If it's legal, I'm going to shoot it.
Yeah.
Because I may not get another chance. The pressure here is crazy.
And you're borrowing time from work. You're borrowing time from your family. And it's hard. Like you don't, you take your full 8 for that elk season. Well, you're taking maybe a couple of days from your time in Nebraska, hunting whitetail or your mule deer, because you only have so many days you can give to it.
Yeah.
And, if we could live in the woods, then maybe you start to get picky, but we can't, right? Like there's home. You got to get back. There's always that pull. And that's why you drove up and hiked up, left the truck at 2:30 in the morning and hike in and you bomb back out that same day. Like,
I mean, the only place that I've probably kind of built a track record for shooting bigger deer would be Nebraska. And I don't know if I've done it on purpose or if it's just
the evolution of the game.
I've just found spots where big deer are hanging out and I've had opportunities.
Yeah.
I think it's more that than anything else.
That's your consistency in time in those woods.
Yeah.
And knowing where the other guys are pushing those deer to.
Yeah.
And it's just, you've got 10 years of being out there really consistently.
Yeah.
And probably 12 to 14 days a year, so that's 140 days of being in those woods that, it pays off.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and he got to be, you know, the beneficiary of that this year. I mean, his first whitetail hunt, he had, I mean, he had 3 mature bucks over 3 days.
What was not to bring up your buck, did you draw a knot pole or did you miss? You had an opportunity on a buck this year.
Yeah.
And I remember you guys called me and I'm forgetting now. Was it a miss or just low light and you couldn't quite get a shot off on it?
Well, there were 2.
There was two. I missed a doe.
Okay.
And then what was the other one?
The big buck across.
The big buck across the river. I was at full draw. And as soon as I pulled back, he saw me.
Yeah.
So then he scurried off. And then the mega was the last day, and he was just a
he was a
giant dude.
stomper, huh?
And I'm at full draw for like
shaking.
He let down 3 times.
And I'm just pulling back.
And this buck was at 8.
My adrenaline was going so, dude.
How far was he? 18?
18 yards behind a tree. Couldn't get a shot.
And would not step out.
No.
And you probably had some unethical shots you could have taken.
Probably, but yeah, I did.
The whole shoot him in the neck. The guys will say it's like, dude.
I didn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was more proud of him for, you know, even though we're sitting right next to each other, but I can't say anything because
for sure.
This deer's gonna be here for sure. So he, you know, he let down and I could, you know, the arrow is just like
bouncing.
Just bouncing, like, I can
carbon off of everything. Yeah.
Just going a million miles an hour.
Oh, God, dude, he was.
It's a trip how much you can feel your heart thumping through your ears, huh?
And it was a proper. I mean, it was a 150-inch whitetail. I mean, it was a big buck.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Just comes out of nowhere too, just down this little thing.
You guys are just sitting there, and all of a sudden,
here we go.
I heard a branch break.
Yeah.
Well, me and my branches. But,
yeah.
And I'm like, "There's a deer coming," and I just had a feeling it was a big buck, and I could see up through the saplings, up this little hill. I could see his. I just knew.
You're like, there's a lot of bone there.
There's a lot of bone there. I'm like, get your bow. And he, you know, had it right in front.
Oh yeah,
came up, and that deer just came and just walked all the way across the opening.
If he stepped out in the river too, I would have drilled him. Like
That's what I wanted him to do.
Just one step. Go get a drink. Go do anything.
One step just farther than that tree, and I would have shot him.
Isn't it weird how it's like they know?
Oh, they know. It's crazy. Yeah.
It was an unbelievable experience.
Next year or this year.
Yeah, this year, hopefully. You know,
how many times have you gone to bed at night, going to sleep, thinking about that deer?
It took me a while to like finally stop losing rest over it. But
so you know the deadhead that I found out there, that full deadhead that's huge.
Yeah,
he was bigger than that.
So like
tall too, like right,
like a 10-point, 12-point type.
Yeah, he was a 10, deer. Just giant, tall, white. Like white bone.
Should we switch the subject?
Yeah. But that's
you couldn't get your phone. You couldn't get your phone out, Horace Jay, and film that a little bit.
And you know what's crazy is, as badly as I wanted to be out here, growing up, like once my hunting journey started, and I knew being in the West someplace was going to be it for me. I didn't realize how badly I would miss whitetail hunting.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I was able to find Nebraska. Ty actually was talking to Josh, and Josh kind of gave me some, like, hey, go here. You know, I never went to the spot he said, but I went further east, and it's just been awesome. I can't miss it.
Yeah.
You know, so
yeah,
I find myself almost becoming more of a whitetail hunter again, and less of an elk hunter, even though elk hunting is awesome.
They all have their own little special thing that feels good about them, right? Like elk hunting it's that adventure with the boys. It's like, we don't know what ridge we're going to end up on. And whitetail has a little more certainty in some ways and a lot of uncertainty in a way, because you're not the one moving as much. You're just kind of going, I'm going to kind of put my cards on. I'm going to go all in on this spot for the day.
Yeah.
And
it's a chess match.
And it's
like a puzzle.
It's definitely, it's a puzzle you're putting together, and it's patience, and you have to slow way down.
Yeah.
Elk feels like you're moving a lot more. It's you know, you are moving a lot, obviously a lot more.
For sure. And we're not, you know, just like New York, Nebraska is not a baiting state. So I'm not sitting over a bait pile, you know.
Right. Like Oklahoma, it's like, it's a whole different game, right?
Yeah.
You got feeders and you're doing that whole thing, and you kind of know this is the pattern they walk. And
so, and it's public land, because that's just, that's my life. Public land, man.
Yeah.
So, and I wouldn't change it. I would if I had $1 billion.
Yeah, there's a balance to that, though.
I'm not a total asshole.
But you don't want to duct tape to the tree, right? Either.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, there's something in that mystery of just not knowing what you're going to see from one year to the next, whether it's, hemorrhaging disease or pressure or who knows what, food, lack of water, lack of food. I mean, some years can be good, some can be bad.
Yeah. And that's a big part of the game. But we've talked about it is also the ability to buy adventures.
Yes.
Like,
and it's getting harder.
If you got
the
money and it's like you're gonna go kill a moose in Alaska, like
I mean, I just those things aren't in the cards for me, right now. Maybe someday they will, but I'm not going to say my life's incomplete by not being able to do it. I lived through him, and I love to hear his adventures. I mean,
I'm going to get Jay. I am gonna get Jay on the moose hunt. I mean, that's why that's my like this Alaska trip this year is a scouting trip. Like I'm gonna figure this out, and then I'm taking his ass up there for sure, 100%.
But just the idea of like, if you had all the money, of course, you
definitely. I mean, I'd be a liar to myself if I said I wouldn't do that. But the other thing that I can't stand that has changed the game is technology. Technology has gone way overboard, in my opinion. I mean, these guys, again, it's cool, but it's like, it's almost like cheating. Like these guys getting pictures sent to their phone. They know what's going on in the woods while they're at work. Or driving to their tree stand. Oh shit, the big 8 and the naming of all these deer. It's just ridiculous to me.
But I think whole world there.
It's almost like, okay, at what point are we going to kind of like hit the brakes and be like, let's hunt, let's do it the
kind
way
of
it's
analog,
meant to be done.
go back.
I get game cameras. It's cool. Like, what am I going to get on my SD card? That's fine. But really, now we're getting them sent to our phones.
Yeah.
Right.
It's over
and
the
it's
top.
Like if you own a high fence kind of operation or something, like, I don't know. That's a strange one too. And obviously I don't have any ground to talk about it, but I think like I go there and then it's like technology like Onyx or whatever, but it's like, I don't know what life would be like without that. And I'm pretty good with a map and a compass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people that are not.
Yep. We've been in it. We've been in it before.
And just like, would you want to, like, I couldn't imagine a life where you're without.
And those are helpful things. I don't think, again, they're great for like navigating private land. I mean, the fact that it gets more people out there, I think is amazing. People feel secure. But as far as just like strictly almost like making it almost unfair, that's definitely one of them. What happened to, I mean, we don't use cover sense or any of that shit. I mean, you go back east, it's like scent lock, all the suits, and I bought into all that shit when I could afford it.
Yeah.
But it's all bullshit, dude. It's like, get the wind the right direction and hunt like a man. I mean,
because you chew some bubble gum or especially elk hunting, like that whole idea in elk hunting is absurd.
It is.
Because by the time we hike in there, dude, it's done.
Yes.
Like you 13 miles in, you're going to smell like
a booty hole.
Oh, it's disgusting, dude. Yeah. And so it's like, learn how to play the wind, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, I just make it a t-shirt. Hunt like a man.
I'll always have to Onyx, though. Like, I had a phone die
Onyx
this year,
sick,
and
man.
it is very hard to find a tent on the side of the hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, would I want to go back?
Very hard to find a
I would
tent.
not want to go back to pre-Onyx. I would not want to do it. Like, for me,
it's great.
I'm all in on Onyx.
Yeah.
Or any other mapping system that you want to use, because there's base camp.
Yeah.
But
Spartan
Forge, all that.
I've kind of expressed that to the kids when I took them up to our place. I was like, start to learn to remember a broken off tree or a chunk of rock or, hey, this river crossing looked like this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, what would okay, Jay, here's a question. Cause you and I we're not going to be here forever.
No.
And
I
you
tell
got
them that every day.
You got T going in the woods. You know what I mean? Like, what are maybe a couple things that you think, okay, he's driving us in the side-by-side. He wrecks us into a tree and we're old and we die.
Yeah.
And he's still fine because he's young.
Almost happened.
But what are maybe what a couple things that you don't think that you've passed on that you go, hey, like, here's some things I really want you to know. If I'm not there with you in the future, you know what I mean? That you know how it is, because like you grew up swinging a hammer with your dad.
Yeah.
And then once you go out on your own, you're like, oh shit. He always did that part or whatever.
He was always there to answer.
He was always there to answer that question, or say cutting out like stair stringers or something like that. Like, what is that in the hunting side that you go, hey T, like, here's some things I've been doing that you don't know I've been doing that you can be aware of.
Yeah, I think that probably is letting him take the lead a little bit more needs to happen. In the, Whitetail's fine. Like we did that this year. I mean, he's totally competent there.
Just kind of going, hey, you go to the trailhead, you go, what do you see here?
Yeah.
Which way would
like
you go?
and it's easier for me. It's easier whitetails because the sign is more distinct to me.
Yeah.
Like this is a funnel. This is, this is why deer will be here.
Right.
This river, this pinch point,
You
this
got a pinch point, a little cliff edge here and pinch point and, or lack of cover, right?
Like corners are always big, like deer love corners and edge. Those are always things to look forward towards, hunting. Like when you missed your doe, we were hunting on an edge. When we were hunting and you had the big buck, it was edge, it was woods and a river. So, but with elk hunting, he hasn't had enough reps under his belt yet. Thankfully now the medical side of things, I don't have to worry about that part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got Onyx now, so spending time with that and getting reps. I would love to have him take a map and compass class because even that I'm not super proficient there.
It's hard.
It is hard.
And it's a perishable skill.
Yeah. And I think you really, really need to work at it and practice it, and otherwise you lose it. It's like any other skill.
Yeah.
But I think he's getting more and more like start a fire, fine, set up a tent, fine,
Sure.
set up a camp, fine. I don't worry about any of that stuff anymore. I think there's still times when he's like, Dad, how do I do this or whatever? And I'm like, dude, you know how to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
he just doesn't want to blow up.
Yeah, it doesn't. No one wants to blow up their sleeping pad at 12,000 feet.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember making fun of you with the air sack, and now
everybody's got one. Oh,
yeah,
because you don't have your wind up there.
Yeah. But I think for me, early on taking him out, I didn't do a good enough job. And this was fault of my own. Was I was so intent on getting him an animal instead of worrying about teaching him.
Yeah.
This is why we do what we do. This is why we're going to the spot we're going to, not just come on, this is where we're going to go.
Yeah, follow me.
And now I do a much better job of that as he's gotten older.
Right.
Probably the last 4 or 5 years, especially because it's different here.
That communication piece probably helps too with the age gap.
Yeah.
The growing and the
maturity
here, and
level.
I can explain to you.
And he can look and he
Probably a
can
little bit
see
more.
it and understand, touch it, taste it, okay, I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
And he knows how to, articulate a question back to me that I can
You're full
understand.
of shit,
Yeah.
Dad.
Yeah. But those instincts, it's crazy how, even thinking about his elk hunt this year,
Mhm.
and instinctively kind of you and I and Joel were like, we need to go over this ridge here.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
there's
Joel
something-
heard him first, and it was
Yeah.
actually up the ridge I wanted to go.
Yeah.
So it worked out like,
Right. Like, hey, I think I heard a cow call over there, not me, Joel.
yeah.
But he had gone across the valley
Yeah.
from us and got some elevation and
Mhm.
heard him because he was sitting a little higher.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny because instinct is something that I don't think you can teach instinct.
Right.
I think there's a certain level of that you just have to have in you.
Yeah.
Or the reps will build it,
Uh-huh.
And I think answering that question too, it's hard to instinctually know what I need to pass on to you,
Yes.
right? And it's but I think that kind of taking lead,
Yeah.
and then we need to create these questions,
Yeah.
right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I remember him
Because
saying,
we don't know what questions need to come up until we're, shit's hitting
Because
the fan.
it's
maybe.
tribal knowledge, and you don't know what you don't know what you're pulling off of instinctively
right.
that makes you go, we're going to go here.
I mean, I remember the year it would have been 7 years ago, maybe longer, but I remember you or your brother saying, how do you do what you do?
Right.
Like, how do you, in the heat of the moment, in that killing moment, how is it that you do what you do? And I just simply said, I think it's reps.
Dude, yeah, that was I don't know which bull, what we would name that bull, but it would be like just the camp bull, sort of. We shot him right above camp.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was another situation. We saw the bull probably 250 yards away from us. We walking back to camp, hunt basically over. Like, it's like, hey, the sun's set, not set, but it's setting.
Yeah.
We'll just kind of work our way down this drainage to camp and cock off a bugle just for fun. And boom, this bull pops out of the woods and starts walking right at us. And me being young and still am young in this, I get behind a tree, Adam gets behind a tree, and Jay stands right in front of a tree.
Yep.
And so I don't even see the bull until I look over, and this has happened twice now to us. And I look over and Jay's drawn back, and I peek out and I'm like, oh, there's the bull. I can see from where I'm at, I'm lower, and Jay had eyes on him, his antlers, I could see, but Jay didn't range him. He didn't do it. It's like he just drew back, thumped him, and that's where that question came from. I was like, dude, how do you, it's like you always know where to put yourself, where that shot's going to happen.
Yeah.
Whereas I'll like, okay, I'll go here, and I'm so concerned with finding cover and hiding from the animal. And your first instinct is, I'm going to have to shoot this thing. Yeah. So I'm going to give myself an advantageous kind of shooting position rather than a strong cover position.
Right. Because,
and Jay's told me this 100 times, he's like, they can hear you and they can see you, but they cannot smell you. Right. And so it's like the bull I shot this last year with you, he was looking right at me.
Yeah.
I took 8 steps with him watching me. And in most cases they would bust out.
But you did, that's where that instinct finally took over.
It switched for me finally.
Yes. Where you were like, I need to move or I'm not going to, this opportunity is going to go away.
Don't sit on your heels.
And you drew your bow back and you walked.
With a stupid drew. It just has what it was. I mean, I drew and I thought he was going to stop.
Yeah.
He didn't. And I had to walk 8,
and that's
10,
how I
steps.
killed that bull you're talking about. I mean, I was at
you did. You had to walk up that ridge.
Tips.
Yeah.
I came out. I finally saw him. I'm like, okay, in my head, there's 20, there's 30, there's 40. Okay, 50. Boom.
And you're counting on the ground, kind of anchor spots. Like, okay, that's 20, 30, 40.
And that's the only range I could do, especially the mountains. It's hard.
Yeah.
But you did that finally. And now you've crossed that. Like if I not saying anything about poor Tristan, but when he's sitting there with that buck coming in, shaking like a leaf and letting down and pulling back 3 times and tormenting himself. If I was in that situation, I almost guarantee, because I know what I can get away with and what I can't, and he'll learn that. And he learned a lot from that moment. And it sucks that it had to happen the way it did.
Yeah.
But in several years, he will be in a spot where that buck would be dead. Guaranteed.
Absolutely.
And it'll happen quick.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But it's reps. It's all about reps, in my opinion.
And that's what we've said this, like every episode we talk about elk hunting is you don't get that many at-bats in the elk woods. And that's why I think whitetail hunting is huge. We, talking like Caleb, he's like, come out to Georgia. Yeah. You shoot all the does.
Yeah.
Essentially all the does you care to shoot.
Yeah. Tristan's all about it, Caleb. So we'll be getting
We'll get him out there. Yeah. But that's it. It's those at-bats, right?
Yeah.
And that's, I think, for me, whitetail hunting, being in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Like
you guys
watching an animal head down, up, head down, up, and just knowing like, okay, draw, settle in. He's not going to run away.
Yeah.
Settle, pull.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't care how many times I've taken thousands and thousands of reps out behind the shop here. It's not the same. It's not even sort of the same. You can do 100 burpees and try and shoot, and you think, well, that replicates your heart rate is nothing.
No
nothing.
Yeah.
It's a different heart rate altogether.
Yeah.
So let's talk plans this year. Tyrel, what do you got going on this year? I know school is occupying a lot of your time.
This year will be a little bit different time-wise, but we'll over-the-counter
carve out a little bit.
And
over-the-counter archery this year?
Yeah, and I think we'll be able to hammer out probably like 3-day, 4-day weekends. And
nice.
Probably do some bombing in. I don't have much of a plan, and then we'll
well,
try to get some
antelope. That's typical of you. Yeah, you don't have much
I
of
go in. We'll come up with something. We'll get some reps before.
Tyrel?
But I also don't take it, the same as serious as you guys, right? And so one day I need to formulate plans.
I think that, like, if I was going to tell you something with you, because you do a lot of bombing in, this year's going to be hard. But I think if you could just eke out more, like, and Jay, you can disagree or whatever, but try and stack 6 days in a row. Because I think especially going over the counter, you don't know what kind of crazy pressure they've had and where they're at. But I think it feels like it takes 2 days to even find out what are they doing?
Yeah.
And so when you do the bomb in and you come back the next weekend, who knows who's been in there that week pushing stuff around.
Yeah.
And so they've changed their pattern now, especially archery with lots of pressure on a really public chunk of land.
Yeah. I mean, and it changes. I think we've learned so much over the years. Like, I think after like muzzleloading season, I don't think you have to bomb in as far. I think you can
Yeah.
do those little camp at the bottoms and just dabble in a mile or two.
Yeah.
And basically be hunting right out of the gate, because I think once the smoke poles are there, they get pushed down on a lot of those high alpine meadows. I think they do go back, because you guys have seen them at the end of archery season way up high.
Yep.
But I think the season is kind of full of these little, little
Absolutely, dude.
micro.
Well, then the rut
seasons.
starts to kick off, and that changes
Yeah,
everything.
and it's getting later and later and later,
Mhm.
so, yeah, I mean, I think
For me, I have, like, it's tough to sit for those 6 days, 7 days, with, like, this is my plan A with no real
Yeah.
plan B or C's,
Right.
with not knowing what to do, and then, like, 6 days of nothing, and it's like,
Yep.
I'm not good with that.
That's rough.
I
It
think
is. I've
And
done
I
it.
and
Done
I'm
those.
and I'm in a mindset where it's like, I think of them, they're right here in your yard, and they're at the top.
right.
Yeah.
And so I can hunt them anywhere in between.
Mhm.
And I think you're right about
it's
that.
like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm playing an odd, I guess it's like an odds game of just like, I will cover land and I will try to put myself in a position. And I don't know, last year was obviously not ending in success, but the most success I've had with
Mhm.
You had an
finding
opportunity.
animals and finding them on my own.
Yeah.
And I mean, those are all things in the bag.
Yeah.
You're learning and you're putting that knowledge away for future seasons.
Yeah. And it's like, you don't have to go as far, but also for me, I'll start a 3-mile hike at 2:30 in the morning and
Yeah.
be right where I want to be. And
Yeah, I say screw that.
yeah,
Yeah, that's rough.
and
I'm not doing that.
that's easy.
Yeah,
That's
that's
just
Yeah,
the morning. Yeah.
No.
the old guy can't do that anymore.
No.
You only need
Or I
22
can't.
pounds
I
on
just
your
don't
back,
want to.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could.
I could easily do
Yeah.
it.
Right. How about you guys? What's the plan this year? Because we didn't. We put in as a group, I guess, for.
Well, you had to go
I
and
had
throw
to
a
go.
huge monkey wrench into the whole system this year by going to
Yes.
Alaska 2 years in
Yes.
a row.
I know that's going to be
So it's
rough.
totally screwing my whole life.
I know, dude.
But that's all
Yes.
right.
We're going to become rifle hunters in
Yeah,
Colorado.
I guess. So what are we
Yeah.
doing, Tristan? What's our season look like?
We didn't draw anything, did we? So
Well, we have our
You guys do that seventh season or fourth season
that buck tag.
buck tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be on that for sure.
So that's an easy one because we can kind of do it from home.
And then
Yeah.
Nebraska, of course.
Nebraska, we'll make sure we are crack of dawn, try to get a tag there,
And maybe over the counter.
and we'll do OTC for elk.
LTC.
And you're going to go archery this year, Tristan?
Yeah, I'm just getting my bow dialed in, so
Yeah.
Sweet.
What are you
Also
shooting?
the new Arc 34.
Oh, I heard you were
Yeah.
saving up for that.
I bought that, so I love
Okay.
it.
You love it. It's your baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That new Kodiak brown color. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah.
sweet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome.
So I'm
Nice.
going down the path this year of last few years was building arrows. Probably
Yeah.
last 3 years I've been doing that and really enjoyed it. So this year I've kind of gone down the scientific sight tape deal.
Yeah.
I've got the Garmin chronograph, precision cut archery, sight tape program. So I'm gonna build sight tapes.
So that side tape, you'll build it yourself?
Yeah.
What?
The program, but I don't build it. The program builds it.
And then it prints it for you?
Yeah.
Or do you
based off-
send out and then they send you stickers
No,
back?
I can do it right at home.
Nice.
So, yeah, it just takes, the old way of doing sight tapes, where you shoot in, make a line at 20.
Shoot your 20, shoot your
40,
40, shoot your
60.
60, and
But I mean,
kind of find the tape that's close enough. But
it's only as accurate as you are. So
oh
it's-
yeah, I've
Oh,
always
yeah.
had that. And then at like 60, I'm like, well, it's not really 60 at the $1.57.
Yeah, yeah.
That's actually my 60. And
So this way you take your bow at full draw, you take a couple different measurements, nothing crazy hard. The weight of your arrow, the speed of your arrow at launch, speed of your arrow at 20 yards, and then speed of your arrow at 70 yards. And then
does it
punch all
chrono it? You
that-
just put it out by the target then, and it
Well, that's the scary part. Like you put this
Yeah.
$600 chronograph out there and you've got to shoot within 14 inches of it. So it's a little sketchy. So we did it
Yeah.
the other day over at Lone Haggler, and I've got a pretty good system where I can put it right behind a post.
Oh
and
yeah,
then
that's,
shoot
that's
next
cool.
to the post. So it works
Yeah,
pretty good.
Nice.
But then you punch all that information in, and then you can build the tape. It does all the lines for you and out to as many yards as you want to go. And you can do single yards. You can do every other yard. You can change the colors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah, so you
cool.
can do, and for my old eyes, I can't see shit.
Are you
Yeah,
shooting
same.
like a 3, 4, or 5 pin, or I guess it's one,
3 pin.
3, or 5? Yeah,
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
Why do you shoot 3? I mean, I think I know, but I think for guys
Yeah,
that don't,
you know, for me, especially elk hunting, I feel like most of our shots are all close, typically.
typically.
But an animal can blow, move out,
Yep.
cover ground quickly, and you're at full draw.
Yep.
Like you experienced.
Absolutely.
And I feel like if you just have a single pin, you're really trying to cover that huge gap in range. Whereas if you have 20, 30, 40,
Yeah.
it just buys you a lot of extra range. When I
Right.
killed that whitetail in Nebraska this year, I couldn't range him. I didn't have
Right.
time. I knew what the yardage was. It was 50 across the river. But I didn't have time to dial my bow exactly to 50.
Yeah.
So I had my 40, I put my 40 on his, just below his back, launched, and I knew I was going to hit him perfect. But if I had a single pin, now I'm really
You're
trying to
forced to
guess, like,
dial
how
and
high do I hold that 20-yard pin
Yeah.
over his back?
Yep.
So that's why I do it.
I agree, because I mean, there's really, really rarely do you have time to range dial your your
Yeah.
yardage.
I've done it
I
once.
think I've done it. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I've done it once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the most part, even my whitetail this year, right?
Mhm.
Like, I missed him like an idiot at like 45, and he ran out to 55, and I didn't
Yeah.
have. I mean, he stopped, thank goodness, and I actually dropped an arrow out of the tree stand, hits the ladder.
Yeah. I think we were on the phone like while this was happening.
I had called you.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm an idiot. I passed $2 because we're trying not to shoot all the little guys, trying to create, a decent buck out of that property. I was like, am I an idiot, Jay? Did I have never passed a buck before, I'm like, I can't believe I just passed $2 right in front of me. And I'm like, oh shit. There's another buck coming. He's a good buck,
Yeah.
So I had to hang up, put the phone down.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it was a cluster.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't ready. Just shot right over his back, missed him, went to pull an arrow out, and just kind of being too excited, grabbed 2. And so I grabbed the one on my finger at the other one, and it clinked off the freaking ladder. I don't know how this whitetail didn't jump.
I don't either.
But I didn't have time to range him. And so I just put an arrow in, drew back, and I was like, he's 56, 58, and drilled him. Just dumb luck drilled him,
That's awesome.
But nobody will debate with me because it doesn't matter. But I believe firmly that it's like at least a 3 pin.
Yeah.
5 can get a little busy.
Yeah, 5 can get busy.
I mean, that's what I shoot currently.
But at that point, why not just go to a fixed deal and not even bother with
That's why I almost never dial, right? And so mine's set up so my center pins, I have 1, 2, 3. So 3 is what I read off if I do dial. And so, but I've never really had to dial for anything because it's like up to 60 yards.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, but the point is, if you have time to dial, they're at 55 to 70. Not most guys aren't even genuinely comfortable taking a 70-yard shot. And so, yeah, I like having at least 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as far as him, he's just learning his equipment this year, really. Like new bow that he saved up his precious money, and we're just trying to get some reps and
probably cut into your protein powder budget a little bit, but
a little bit.
But it was worth it.
It was worth it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So you guys go over the counter archery just right here then, probably somewhere? Or are you thinking of going to make an adventure out of it?
It depends on time with him. I mean, right now, he's trying to become a firefighter, so it's applying, and then working, and we'll carve out some time. I don't know if we'll go up where the 4 of us were, the Mountain Berry Cobbler incident, or if we'll go across the other side of the valley, where I started hunting, in the 90s. Not far from where Joel is.
That's where we've been the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And
I might do that just because I want to see the difference in the tag deal with the non-residents and see how that goes. When I first moved here, I had over the counter, and I went there, and it was like there wasn't even a parking spot. There were so many people there.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful country, lots of elk.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if, after 2 years, maybe things have changed a bit.
Like cooled off a little bit up there, yeah.
Maybe a few less people, maybe more elk. So we'll see.
Yeah. And you have an archery moose cow tag. You have a cow moose tag.
I do have that's probably I mean, I'm excited.
Are you going to wait for me to come back from Alaska to shoot that?
Wait, because Tristan and I are going to be chomping at the bit. I mean, we're going to be doing some scouting for that one.
Moose.
Yeah.
And it'll be fun. I mean, that's not a very strenuous deal.
No,
I mean,
hunting a moose is easy.
Yeah, I mean,
it really
you're
is.
basically hunting off a road. I mean, you killed yours 100 yards from yours died 100 yards from where mine died like 4 years earlier.
I know, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely
So,
crazy.
hopefully Tristan can be there with me for that one. And yeah, so that's my big plan. And then Nebraska, just
Yeah.
Yep.
get
Couple
out to
rifle
Nebraska.
season tags and
Yeah.
Nebraska.
I'll probably pick up like an over the counter or, you know, some cow tags for season, you know, second season or
Will you
third
guys play the
season.
leftover game and try and like try and
Yeah.
get those return tags to the
Yeah.
leftover thing and see if you can't?
That's what I'm kind of waiting for. I don't want to buy a tag until that's all
Yeah.
said and done. If we can grab some of our normal areas, archery tags, and that's what I'll do.
Yep.
Just because, you know, I can mainly because I could be in the area that I'm going to moose hunt and be elk hunting.
Yes.
And it's
Absolutely.
an hour from home.
Yeah.
Which is, that's the biggest hurdle for us is
man.
close to home.
For sure.
So, yeah.
No, that'll be good. Tristan, how about you, man? So, you know, the things your dad thinks he hasn't, you know, he'd like to give you, like, what's like the question? What's the thing that you don't think you've quite picked up on yet that if we said, hey, you got to go by yourself?
Yeah.
What are the gaps?
I would say I'm pretty good at like, you know, setting camp up, getting everything ready. But like when it comes to the actual hunting aspect, I could work on like calling maybe,
Yeah.
something like that. Finding animals, you know, I could use work on all of it. You know, I need
Sure,
reps.
we all can.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
you know, reps I think would be the biggest beneficial because I haven't had them yet.
Yeah.
You know, and that was my first archery last season. So,
Yeah.
you know, that was my first season. So I feel like a couple more seasons behind and then I'll be getting dialed in.
Well, and it was
So,
time for him all through high school with
I
wrestling.
mean, we
Yeah,
literally
that's true.
pitched it from academy, like 12 o'clock at night. We drove through the night right out of academy, hunted for 3 days. And then, so it was a grind, but
Yeah.
And that was like his first big road trip, like,
Yeah.
you know, driving on his own, like following me because I was going to stay longer.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
so
yeah.
he gets out of, you know, a 10-hour day at Fire Academy, gets in his truck and follows me for 5 hours driving, you know, to Nebraska in the middle of the night. And yeah, it was an adventure, huh?
I was like sleeping, dude. Remember?
Yeah.
The first morning, I was like
falling asleep, sitting next to a tree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sitting on the stool, just nodding.
You were just like, we got to go back and just get at least a 2-hour nap in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
You gonna bust out that saddle this year? Do some tree saddle sitting?
I'm gonna bust it out like this summer and just start practicing with it, you know?
Like shoot out of it a little bit.
Just get used to it because that thing is gonna be sweet.
Is it comfortable? Have you sat in it a little bit to see?
I did it in the front yard.
Yeah, I did it in the front yard.
They look like, I'm like, God, it's either like the best thing ever or it looks like it could be horrible.
Yeah, I want to get a
I feel like
decoy
it's
out in the
cool,
front
dude.
yard and like when school's in session for all the little elementary kids.
Yeah, and I set my
Letting 'em
saddle
rip.
up on the thing and just start shooting.
In the middle of town. Oh, for sure.
Out,
For sure.
pop off and explode.
People driving by videoing me.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Dude.
Well, cool. Well, dudes, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
No agenda needed. You know, hopefully everybody was cool putting up with our stories and
Thank
our
you for the fuckery. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly,
fuckery.
dude. But yeah, super cool. You know, guys, both part of everybody here, sort of part of the Ruckless family and the team. And as we, you know, we get ready for launch, you know, here in a couple weeks,
Getting close.
it's going to get there. And it's, you know, the hope is we can see your faces on a lot of stuff. I've always dreamt of Tristan being our Total Archery Challenge kind of
Oh, that'd be sick.
kid behind the booth and some of that. And, you know, I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I was like, I've always thought of like, if you guys just had a cool van and you could just tour the country, going to those tacks and shooting your way through, it'd be an absolute blast, father-son moment, you know? And so, but yeah, guys, thanks for coming on. Easy conversation. Everybody's listening. Thank you for listening. Hopefully we kept it sort of between the lines. You know what I mean? And we'll get to it again the next time. So thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks.
Of course,
Thank you, guys.
Lolly,